Hello guys, how's it going? Mata aimasu. Mata aimasu. And yeah, we meet again. We move on to the 400. We move away from the 300. And finally we entered the 4. We move away from the 400. 400. 400. 401日連続。401日連続。So yeah, day 400. 決して止まらない。Of course, いつでも続ける。続けてください。And yeah, I think by the end of the year, in 100 years, so, in a 100 years, in 100 years, in 100 days, in 100 days, in 100 days, we will enter the 500. So 100 days is like 3 months, 90 days plus 10 days. So we have the 10 days of September, 30 days October, another month November, and December. So yeah, in January we're going to say 500. 500. Okay. So yeah, いつでも続ける。決して止まらない。Let's just get started, get going with the Tokini Andy.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Quartet Lesson 6 Part 1 live stream. Tonight we're going to be covering toyu wake de, noun kara miru to, suru to, and yu to, no de wa nai daro ka, and garu. This is Part 1, so the other 5 sections of this part we are going to be covering in the next live stream. These are the colors we use for each of our lessons. We have light blue for the grammar points, and for you saying that doesn't mean with
toyu wake de wa
nai. So this is one that I actually use quite a bit myself. I often shorten it down to wake janai or wake janai, of course. In conversation, it'll often become wake janai. You'll see a few other variations of this throughout the example sentences, but the basic form is wake dewanai or toyu wake dewanai. That's the full form. And it means that doesn't mean, or it's not the case always that something. It's very similar to toa kagiranai. I'll show you some examples of where it's the same throughout this lesson and where it's a little bit different. One of the main things that is different between toa kagiranai and wake dewanai is that when you know something isn't the case for yourself 100%, you can't use toa kagiranai, but you can use wake dewanai. So that's one of the only places that they actually differ. Otherwise, they can be used almost interchangeably. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into how to make them first. First, we take the short form of a verb and add toyu wake dewanai. Any of the conjugations, right? So for example, tabeta wake dewanai. It's not the case, or it doesn't mean that I ate it. Of course, that would make sense in context. All alone on its own, it makes no sense. So when we get to the example sentences, it'll make a little more sense. But anyway, with e-adjectives, you just use them on their own with toyu wake dewanai. The toyu is, of course, optional. For na-adjectives, if you are not going to use toyu, you just want the shorter version, wake dewanai, which is fine. It doesn't really make much of a difference. You need to put the na particle between it and wake dewanai. So, kirei na wake dewanai. It doesn't mean that it's clean. If you are going to use the full phrase, toyu wake dewanai, then you need the da or nothing. So it could just be kirei toyu wake dewanai or kirei da toyu wake dewanai. Either way is fine. Same thing with nouns. Nouns either take na, so andi na wake dewanai, or da or nothing. So andi da toyu wake dewanai.
Wait, I didn't understand. Wait, what did he say?
Kirei na wake de. Put the na particle between.
Wait, so we do not need to use toyu, huh?
Which is fine. It doesn't really make much of a difference. You need to put the na particle between it and wake dewanai. So kirei na wake dewanai. It doesn't mean that it's clean. If you are going to use the full phrase toyu wake dewanai, then you need the da or nothing. So it could just be 綺麗というわけではない or 綺麗だというわけではない。
綺麗なわけではない。綺麗だというわけではない。So you don't put the na.
Either way is fine. Same thing with nouns. Nouns either take na, so アンディなわけではない or だ or nothing. So アンディだというわけではない or アンディというわけではない. Either way is fine. You may want to take a screenshot of that. If you're a member on the website, you can get these slides to download. It's pretty long. If you have the textbook, of course, it's in there as well. So let's go ahead and jump into some example sentences so that we can show you how this is used more. The first one is 運動をしていないわけではない。食べることが好きなんだ。It's not that I'm not doing exercise. It's that I like eating. So
運動をしていないわけではない。食べることが好きなんだ。
let's break it down a little bit. We've got 運動を So o is marking the direct object, which of course is exercise. 運動をしていない not doing わけではない So Quartet points out a double negative like this with わけではない as saying that makes the sentence a positive is how they put it. So what Quartet says this would mean is that I am doing exercise. But it's not quite that. It's not it doesn't make it a positive. What it's saying is this doesn't mean that I'm not exercising. So you can have double negatives like that in Japanese without a problem. And yeah. Anyway, so obviously the person's talking about themselves. They're dropped out of the sentence, but it's 運動をしていないわけではない. It's not that I'm not doing exercise or that I'm not exercising. 食べることが好きなんだ. It's that I like eating. 食べること, so the thing which is eating, が, that's the subject of the sentence. 好きなんだ. The explanation is I like it. I like to eat. It's not that I don't exercise. I just like to eat. What can you do? Our next sentence is たこ焼きが嫌いなわけではない. So here we have a na adjective. 嫌い, despite having that e at the end, is a na adjective. So we need to have not between it and わけではない since we're saying the short version instead of adding という. If we were to have という, it would just be 嫌いというわけではない or 嫌いだというわけではない. But since it's just
運動をしていないわけではない。食べることが好きなんだ。
わけではない it needs to be な。たこ焼きが嫌いなわけではない It's not that I hateたこ焼き。タコが嫌いなんです。I hate octopus. So たこ焼きが嫌いなわけではない It's not that I hate たこ焼き。タコが嫌いなんです。I hate octopus. So a situation you might have this in is someone's like, what, you don't like takoyaki? Or like someone's invited you to takoyaki and you're like, yeah, I don't really want to go to takoyaki. And they're like, why, you don't like takoyaki? And the answer is, it's not that I don't like takoyaki. It's that I don't like taco, octopus, right? That's the main point of the sentence. It's not that I don't like takoyaki, the thing itself. It's that I don't like what's in it, the taco. So if I could get some takoyaki with cheese in it, I'd love that, right? So that's what this sentence is being used. This situation doesn't mean this. This is what it means, right? Something like that. So here we go. The next one is みんな何でもできるわけではない. It's not the case that everyone can do anything. 誰でも得意なことと不得意なことがあるはずです. I expect that anyone will have strengths and weaknesses. So the first part of the sentence is みんな何でもできる. Everyone can do anything. わけではない. So this is a verb, so it's just わけではない on its own. So it's not the case that everyone can do anything. Excuse me. This is a sentence you could easily replace わけではない with とは限らない. So みんな何でもできるとは限らない. It's not the case that everyone can do anything. They're interchangeable in this sentence. It just means it's not the case that.
みんな何でもできるわけではない。誰でも得意なことと不得意なことがあるはずです。It's not the case that everyone can do anything. みんな何でもできるわけではない。Expect that anyone will have strengths and weaknesses. 誰でも得意なことと不得意なことがあるはずです。
誰でも得意なこと everyone
have strength
has things they're good at.
weaknesses.
得意なことと不得意なこと and things they're not good at がある they have はずです I expect that. So I expect that everyone has strengths and weaknesses.
みんな何でもできるわけではない。誰でも得意なことと不得意なことがあるはずです。
ケン君は
ケン君は
日本語が上手だからといっ
上手だから
て
といって
日本出身というわけではないよ。Just because Ken is good at Japanese, that doesn't mean he's from Japan, you know.
ケン君は日本語が上手だからといって日本出身というわけではないよ。
So, here we have からといって You may remember from lesson 3 that when we covered とは限らない we pointed out that とは限らない is often used along with からといって and わけではない is also often used with からといって So, in this case we have ケン君は So, Ken is the topic ケン君は日本語が So, Japanese is the subject 上手だからといって is good at So just because the からといって is the just because Ken is good at Japanese doesn't mean the doesn't mean part is the わけではないよ。日本出身というわけではない。Doesn't mean he's from Japan.
So we could say 日本出身というわけではない。ケン君は日本語が上手だからといって。Doesn't mean just because ケン君は日本語が上手だからといって日本出身というわけではない。
日本出身というわけではない。Doesn't mean he's from Japan. ハロウィンパーティーはアンディの家でやるけど無料というわけではないよ。一人500円だよ。だって。We are doing the Halloween party at Andy's, but that doesn't mean it's free, you know. It's 500 yen per person, actually. None of this is true. There's no Halloween party happening at Andy's. Let's break this one down. We have Halloween party は As for the Halloween party, that's the topic of the sentence. アンディの家で utilizing Andy's house やるけど we're going to do it. But 無料 free というわけではないよ. It doesn't mean that. So it doesn't mean that it's free. 一人500円だよ. One person is 500 yen. Alright, next sentence. 勉強
ハロウィンはアンディの家でやるけど無料というわけではないよ。一人500円だよ。Going to Halloween party at Andy's, but that doesn't mean it is free. ハロウィンパーティーはアンディの家でやるけど無料というわけではないよ。一人500円だよ。Going to Halloween party. You know, it's
今日はできなかったわけじゃないけど、学校の授業が嫌でした。So here we've shortened 勉強はできなかったわけじゃないけど、学校の授業が嫌でした。So here we've shortened わけではない down to わけじゃない。And in conversation, it's very frequently shortened to わけじゃない。
Ewing, how's it going? 今、what's that? 周り。今回、this time.
今回。
So the kanji for 周り for 回 means, okay, this time. 今回も、Tokini Andy. We're going to finish Tokini Andy. Tokini Andy の動画化。Of course. これであと、2つの動画で終わりや。終わり。So, I think 4 days. もっと4日が必要です。We need 4 more days. 2 days of video. And いつでも続ける, you know?
ない instead of わけではない。わけではない in conversation would emphasize it a little bit more, I feel like. But in general,
Very
most
nice.
people are going to say
very
wake
nice.
janai in conversation. So breaking it down, we have 勉強は, so 勉強 is the
勉強は
subject, or not the subject, the
勉強は
topic. できなかった wasn't able to do.
勉強できなかった。
わけじゃないけど。
わけじゃないけ
It's
ど。
not that I wasn't able to study or wasn't good at studying. 学校の授業が嫌でした。
学校授業
Class at school
嫌でした。
I disliked. All right, we've got quite a few sentences today. So, 子供の
Wait,
頃
again. So, it's not that I wasn't capable of studying, not good at, but that I disliked class at school. 勉強はできなかったわけじゃないけど、学校授業が嫌でした。It's not that I wasn't able to study. It's not that I wasn't able to study. But けど、学校の授業が嫌でした。Is that I hated the school's class. Okay.
wasn't able to study or wasn't
Yeah.
good at studying.
It's always fun spamming katakana for no good reason. Yeah, I hate katakana.
学校の授業が
カタカナが嫌です。嫌です。
嫌でした。
いや、
Class
カ
at
タカナ
school
が嫌です。
I disliked. All right, we've got quite a few sentences today. So, 子供の頃は背が高かったわけじゃないけど、
背が高かったわけじゃない。
高校生になってから急に背が伸びました。
背が伸びまし
So
た。
it's not the case that I was tall when I was a child, but from when I became a high school student, I suddenly grew taller.
Grew taller.
As for myself, I'm the complete opposite. I was taller when I was a kid, and then I just didn't grow at all when I was in high school. What are you going to do?
子供の頃は背が高かったわけじゃないけど、高校生になってから急に背が伸びました。It's not the case that I was tall when I was a child, but from when I became a high school student, I suddenly grew taller. 子供の頃は背が高かったわけじゃない。It's not that I was all tall when I was a child. 子供の頃は背が高かったわけじゃない。けど、高校生になってから、from when I was in high school, 急に means suddenly, 急に背が伸びました。伸び means to grow taller.
All right, let's break.
カタカナのことを嫌いや。カタカナ、か、かわいそう。かわいそう。あはは
かわいそ
存在することだけでみんな嫌われてなんかかわいそうじゃないか。What does that mean? What's 存在 means existent. It is existence. Its full purpose, its existence. 混在することだけでみんなに嫌われ。So everyone hates it, huh? なんか but something like かわいそうじゃないか。Wait, I didn't understand this sentence. Even Japanese to English. かわいそうじゃないか。Isn't it kind of sad that everyone hates katakana for just for existing? Yeah, I'm feeling bad for katakana since many dislike it. Just by it existing. It didn't do anything wrong. But yeah, totally. No, yeah, カタカナ、とても悪いです。カタカナとても悪いです。Just be, it shouldn't exist. カタカナ存在。カタカナ存在は、カタカナ存在は、shouldn't はずじゃない。カタカナ存在ははずじゃない。shouldn't exist. Shouldn't is just shouldn't is just annoying. 迷惑ける。
Break
カ
it
タ
down, we
カ
have
ナはとても迷惑ける。
子供の頃は So
Very annoying, very annoying.
the topic of the sentence is 子供の頃 when I was a
子供の頃
child.
は
As for when I was a child,
背が高かった
背が高かった。
わけじゃない。
I was tall. わけじゃない。It's not the
わけじゃ
case that
ない。
I was tall. けど、
け
but
ど、
高
高
校生に
校生にな
なってから、
ってから、
since becoming a high school student, 急に
急に
suddenly 背が伸びました。
背が伸び
I
ま
grew
した。
taller. Next one. By the way, we have an e adjective here, 高かった. It can be in any conjugation, right? Here we have the past tense. So, 高かったわけじゃない。私はいつも暇というわけではない。もちろん、忙しい時もある。or あります。It's not the case that I always have free time. Of course, I have busy times too. Now, here's one of those cases where you could not replace わけではない with とは限らない。You can't use とは限らない for things you already know 100% are true about yourself. So I know that I'm not always free.
そんなこと言わないでよ。
I can't use とは限らない there.
Don't say such a thing.
Right? It has to be わけではない。私はいつも暇とい
カタカナ is とても変。
うわけではない。It's not the
変な
case
こと。
that I always have free time. 私は、that's the topic, me. いつも always 暇というわけではない。Oh, this should have been blue. というわけではない。Sorry, that's the whole grammar point. というわけではない。
私はいつも暇というわけではない。もちろん忙しい時はもうあります。
暇 is a noun which means free time. And the whole grammar point is というわけではない。もちろん、of course, 忙しい時もあります。I have busy times. All right. We're going to have the conversation now, which means we're going to get Yuki to come on over here.
最近
And she's going to take on the part of Yuki. こんばんは. She did not forget her sunscreen. Let's go ahead and start. You cannot see the conversation on screen right now, so we're going to read it slowly once, and then I'm going to bring the conversation back on screen again. You won't be able to see Yuki from there, but we're going to read it at a normal pace then, and you can read along with us when we do it that. But first, we're going to read it slowly, and you'll try to listen and pick up the meaning, and then we'll read it at a normal pace, and you can read along with us then. All right, let's go ahead with Yuki.
キャラクター。
こんばんは。
こんばんは。
最近あまり安藤さんを見かけないね。
確かに。
確かに。
忙しいかしら。
どうかな？
わからないの？去年あんなに一緒に遊んでたのに、友達のことにもっと興味を持った方がいいんじゃない？
よく同じ場所に存在してたからって友達なわけではないよ。
ふーん。
Alright, so we're going to bring that back up on screen for you.
最近よく見かけるよね。ゆきさんのこと。Lately, yeah, we see Yuki a lot.
For you, you won't be able to say Yuki. You can
見かける means happen to see, huh?
見かける
To catch sight of. Okay.
wave.
バイバイ。
And we're going to read it at a normal pace so you can read along with us. Now, you ready?
はい。
Here we go.
最近あまり安藤さんを見かけないね。
確かに。
忙しいかしら。
どうかな？
わからないの？去年あんなに一緒に遊んでたのに、友達のことにもっと興味を持った方がいいんじゃない？
よく同じ場所に存在してたからって友達なわけではないよ。
ふーん。
All right, let's go ahead and break that down with the English, and we'll say hello to Yuki when she comes back for the next section. ありがとうございます。
はい、バイバイ。
バイバイ、また後で。
バイバイ、またね。
All right, let's break it down. We've got 最近あんまり安藤さんを見かけないね。So recently, I don't see Ando-san around much. So 最近, of course, is just recently. And then あんまり, so not very much. Ando-san mo 見かけないね.
To get to see, huh? 見かける to get to see. To notice, to catch sight of. Very interesting. I've never seen it before. Ken.
県
Ken means view, outlook, view of life. In this case, you know, like we get the chance to see, we get the chance, happen to see. Here often lately, yeah.
見かける
Yeah, a lot. There are a lot of verbs just with the me, Sight.
means to notice or to
Mikakeru, there it is. I just saw it now.
catch sight of someone or to happen to see someone around. So
Mikake
Yuki's
nai
saying
ne.
that she hasn't caught sight of Ando-san
There it
around
is. I didn't notice it here.
recently. I say 確かに. Yeah, come to think of it. I've translated this out a little bit
最近あんまり安藤さんを見かけないね。
more
確かに。
in a way that you might translate it in a book. Yeah, come to think of it. But it literally just means that is the case, or that's certainly true, or certainly true, surely, but that doesn't sound right in English. So yeah, come to think of it, that's true. 忙しいかしら. So かしら is like kana, but it's a very feminine kana, right? It's the same meaning though. It means I wonder. I wonder if he's busy. 忙しいかしら.
忙しいかしら。
どうかな?
どうかな
I wonder. Huh? わからないの?
わからないの?
You don't know that no is being used in a casual way, like a casual
わからない
question
の?
marker, basically. 去年あんなに
去年あんなに
一緒に遊んでたのに even though that's the のに you hung out together so much last year 去年あんなに so much basically あんなに一緒に遊んでたのに友達のことにもっと興味を持った方がいいんじゃない Shouldn't you have more interest in your friends? This んじゃない we're going to be talking about in the third section of this lesson, so don't worry about it too much.
I only noticed it in the video after use. Mikakeru. I did not notice it at all.
But it's basically just...
but it's very nice that you wrote it, because now, after this little incident that happened, I don't think I will ever forget Mikakeru. It's actually very nice that you wrote it. Mikakeru.
It's asking...
This little incidents that help me remember words or kanjis and stuff,
Like, shouldn't you? Not like a...
So yeah,
it's not a forceful question like
much.
that, but it's just suggesting that maybe the person... It's sort of looking for
Even though it was in
affirmation
front of
or...
me, I didn't notice.
It's just like the English, right? Shouldn't you have more interest in your friends? もっと興味を持った方がいいんじゃない? And here's our grammar point right here. We have
友達のことにもっと興味を持った方がいいんじゃない? You don't know, even though you hung out together so much last year. Shouldn't you have more interest in your friends? 友達のことにもっと興味 means interest. 興味を持った方がいいんじゃない?
よく同じ場所に存在してたからって友達なわけではないよ。
存在 you in 存在 you just wrote it above 存在する
存在
よく同じ場所に存在してたからって友達
場所に方がいい English, right? Shouldn't you have more interest in your friends? もっと興味を持った方がいいんじゃない? And here's our grammar point right here. We have よく同じ場所に存在してたからって友達なわけではないよ。Just because we existed in the same location a lot doesn't mean that we're friends, you know.
Illuminati confirmed. So existed 存在 and 見かける
No. Oh, and I forgot to put the blue down here in the English. Sorry about that. But anyway, The わけではないよ
Illuminati
would show up just because we exist. Doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that we're friends, you know. And 友達 is a noun, so it takes the na particle before the
ではないよ。
shorter version. So without というわけではない. So 友達なわけではないよ doesn't mean that we're not friends. And the からって、ね、からといって this is a shortened version of からと言って so からって is the just because we existed in the same place 同じ場所に存在してたからって you could also do the
よく同じ場所に存在してたからって友達なわけではない。
fun a lot of people you'll hear say からつって they'll put a つ before the small tsu in the te. It's very, very common. You'd be shocked how common it is to hear instead of toyu or te to hear tsutte. Lots of people would say something like よく同じ場所に存在してたからつって友達なわけではない. It's a fun one. I just want to throw that out there for you. All right. Just a All right. Question time. できるけどしたくないことを教えてください. So please tell me something you can do, but you don't want to. For example, 運動ができないわけではないけど、したくないです。So you could just copy this basically if you wanted to and put the thing right before わけではないけど. So it's not that
como no? からつって。It makes it easier than からって。
I can't exercise.
It's easier on the tongue, you know?
But I don't want to.
したくない。
Next sentence is 電話できないわけではないんですが So I've put instead of けど I've put んですがドキドキするからしたくありません So here I have the reason as well because I get nervous so I don't want to do it So you can put the reason, you can make it more complicated if you want or you can just put simply したくないです I don't want to at the end But the main thing you need to worry about is what comes before わけではない
Wait, I didn't understand. So
The reason 電話できないわけ For example 運動ができないわけではない
So not exercising
けどしたくないです So you could just copy this basically if you wanted to and put the thing right before わけではないけど So it's not that I can't exercise but I don't want to
I don't want
Next sentence is 電話できないわけではないんですが So I've put instead of けど I've put んですがドキドキするからしたくありません So here I have the reason as well because I get nervous so I don't want to do it So you can put the reason, you can make it more complicated if you want or you can just put simply したくないです I don't want to at the end But the main thing you need to work
I know what to say 日本語を勉強する日本語の勉強を止まらないわけではないけどしたくないです How does it sound? Let me write it here. Japanese to 日本語したいわけではない No, no 止まらない to stop It's not that wait It's not that I cannot stop, but I don't want to. 日本語の勉強運動ができない Like study. It's not like I want to learn. No. It's not that I want to stop. So, I'll日本語の学習 It's not like I can't stop learning Nihongo, but I don't want to. Kind of. Yeah, this is what I want to say. 日本語の 学習日本語の Wait, isn't it 学習日本語の学習の学習日本語の学習日本語の学習が日本語の勉強をやめられない。やめられないわけではないけど、it is 勉強日本語の勉強をやめられないわけではないけど、したくない。It's not that I can't stop studying 日本語 but I don't want to.
It's not that I can't stop studying Japanese, but I don't want to.
But it is. 日本語の勉強は is better,
日本語の勉強は止められないわけではないけど、したくない。
Wait, why did it change when I put? No, O is better. O is better than. Because it's exactly what I want. It's not that I can't stop studying, but したくない。
日本語の勉強を止められないわけではないけど、したくない。
It's why is it 止められ By the way, yeah. Why is it やめられない やめられない I don't know why I put it in 漢字。
日本語の勉強をやめられないわけではないけど、したくない。
But both are good. 止められない is also good. Can't quit or can't stop is the same thing. But yeah, you win. This was the.
Worry about it is what comes before.
I put the. Why is it not charging? Now it's charging. Okay. Ewin. Anyways, thank you very much. I think we're going to end it here. Yeah, I think 37 minutes is okay. Or should we wait until it becomes 40 minutes, like 3 more minutes? Let's wait 3 more minutes until it becomes 40 minutes. So yeah, the goals. I haven't made any videos yet. We're trying to make PowerPoints. We're reading Taroku stories. We're going to reach level 2. We're going to finish Tokini in a few days. Shinchan is on the way to the end. Still, we still got some stories. We met the Tejinashu. Tejina. The evil guy. Anyways. But yeah, is still on the run. Complete the greatest transitive, intransitive Anki deck. It's still. I haven't done Anki in a while. Tejinashu, yeah. Tejinashi. We made the Tejinashi. So yeah, bro, I haven't done Anki in a while. And yeah, we complete these 2 decks after we finish Tokini Andi. So yeah, Tejinashi. kind of video are you thinking? A lot of videos. A lot of videos. But I'm not making them. I don't know why. But yeah. So we just keep moving, you know, until we achieve all those goals. But yeah, Ewin, it's a very good progress we're making. I cannot imagine stopping, like やめる、止めらない、想像する、想像したない。I mean, like, what topic? Well, the topic is like to share. You have an idea yet? Yeah, is to share this journey, you know, like to explain how to study and give advice and stuff like that, you know. How did I learn and stuff like that, like basic stuff. And yeah, I think we should end it. Ewin, thank you very much. また明日、of course, もちろん。And おやすみなさい。おやすみなさい、Ewin。なるほど。なるほど means I see. And まさか means no way. まさか。Wait, まさか。We saw it in Shinchan. まさか。Japanese. And I saw it just now in Duolingo. That's why I remember it. English. Masaka means no way. We saw it in Duolingo, in Shinchan. I saw it just now. It means no way.
No way.
Masaka 決して止まらない。まさか決して止まらない。まさか止まらない。まさか。I'll never forget Masaka. So yeah, anyways, Ewin, thank you very much.
The best hot chocolate.
Why do I have this open? So bye bye, Ewin, bye bye. Good night. Have sweet dreams.